How y'all doing? I'm still doing great. It's interesting because I was having a talk with a client at my work, as a matter of fact, a few days ago. And we were having a talk about toxic energy and how that energy impacts you on the inside. I was just telling clients, I was telling them that when you are surrounded by toxic energy, it is now engulfing you. And you might not realize it because you're like, I'm different. I'm not part of that energy. I'm not part of. I don't have that mindset. I don't have that mentality. That's not what it means. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have the mindset, you have the mentality, or anything like that. It just means the energy around you starts to influence the way that you feel. And I realized that when I took these 2 days off, because honestly, when I originally scheduled to take the days off, I almost canceled them. I did that once before. Last month, I scheduled to take a day off, and then when the day before, I was like, I don't want to take that day off anymore, and I went into work. This time, I had that same similar thought, like, if I take the time off, regardless of whatever the staff says about me, the clients are going to be missing me, and they're going to need things. But then I was just like, listen, I just want to take the time. And day one, I felt almost like an urgent need, in a sense, to do something. Like, I was just like, what am I doing with this downtime? Even though I was filling the time, I felt like it's not the same as when I'm going through my caseload and I'm figuring things out and I'm doing things, right? So, but today when I woke up, I was like, I feel so great because I've been away from the nonsense for 48 hours. And I've been doing things that are just like take care of Mark things. And I don't often do that for myself. And now, I did that for myself and I feel good. Where are you going, sir? There's nowhere to go around me. How's everyone else? I have 14 people in here. First of all, I have 14 people in my life and I have 2 likes. Math ain't mathing with that. Hit that like button. Likes are free. Likes help boost my position in the almighty algorithm, though I have to say this. YouTube has not done me any favors. YouTube did me some favors. You will be taking a dump around 9 p.m. Or I'll be taking a dump now and flushing it. Bye. Hi, Vicky. So, yeah, YouTube has not done me any favors. They don't really. People tell me that they find my channel randomly. They don't even find it looking for Big Brother stuff. Even the people who have hit the notification bell, they don't really get notifications. It's just that I have really solid people who support me, who check to make sure whether I'm live or not live, and they give me donations, they subscribe, channel memberships and stuff, which gives me just a little bit. I'm not a YouTube star. That reminds me, thank you, I bought these glasses on Tuesday while I was on my live at lunchtime when I was in Five Below. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that reminded me of something I did want to say, because I know that there's people who watch my channel who tell me from time to time, I want to start my own channel. What I want to say to you is start the channel. Because when I decided to start my YouTube channel, not this one, but the previous one, it wasn't really because I had some strong desire to be a YouTube influencer or something. It was just that I started to look at the channels and the platforms of how people spread information today. And when I was in college, funny enough, I was a marketing major for a couple years. I ended up with a business administration degree, but I did marketing for 2 years. And the stuff that I learned back then is ancient today. I was learning about how to get an ad taken out in the newspaper, and I was learning about getting a radio slot, or I was learning about like going into stores and posting stuff on the cork board, which people still do. That's honestly one of the most underrated ways to get business, is to go in your local community and post things up in the grocery store, the nail salon, the laundromat, the 7-Eleven. That's still an underrated way. But you can do all that stuff for free on this internet. You can get on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and you can just get on there. You pay nothing to get on, and you just start speaking about whatever it is that you want people to know or hear. So when I got on YouTube, I didn't say to myself, oh, I'm going to be the big brother guy. And as a matter of fact, if you asked me in, I think, 2022, 23, 24, 25, are we 2025 right now? Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so if you asked me in 2022, when I started doing this, if I wanted to be like a big brother vlogger, that was the last thing I wanted to do. My story of starting to vlog about Big Brother, thank you, appreciate that. My story about starting to vlog for Big Brother is a funny one, because all these other people were like BB super fans or BB fans that became vloggers of BB. For me, I was just sitting around. I was like, what is all this Big Brother hype that people are so hype about? Let me take a look. And then I start watching, and I'm watching Taylor season. And I'm watching with confusion when they made the Girls Alliance, and they included everybody except for Taylor and Brittany. I'm watching them misconstrue conversations and a bunch of things that were going on that didn't make sense. But I was just watching. I still wasn't vlogging. I tell this story from time to time. Taylor was sitting on the hammock one day eating Lay's. And if y'all remember, Taylor's number one snack on BB24 was Lay's potato chips. She would eat them religiously. And so I took a clip of Taylor eating Lay's. I screen recorded it. It was probably like 10 seconds, just swinging on the hammock, eating some chips. And then I put it up on my page. It must have gotten 10,000 views. And to that point, nothing on my channel had gotten 10,000 views. If you added up everything that I had put on the channel from its inception up until that point, none of it got 10,000 views. So I was like, I started covering Big Brother just because I was like, this looks like it's a money maker. So I'm going to cover the thing that makes me money. So we started doing, the live feed parties and stuff. The live feed parties were the most fun thing I ever had on my channel. And they were always highly participated in, and lots of people were there. But then subsequent seasons, well, first of all, they stopped allowing me to stream live feeds. But second of all, there's just way less people that come to my channel, so they don't I don't get the algorithm recommendations anymore for whatever reason. I get some surges, but the surges used to be 80 people on my channel. Now a surge is like, if I see 25, then I'm like, that's an algorithm surge. It's 25 people. So I came on for the money basically, and I stayed on because I found a pretty cool community that some of them have been with me since 2022. Some jumped on during season 25. Some came last year, and some are here. Some just started this year, but it doesn't matter which part you started from. People seem to jump in and fit right in with the community. But anyways, I'm getting off track because my point of saying that was to say, if you have an idea to start a channel, don't think that you have to wait really long in the planning process. I'm not gonna tell you that planning doesn't matter, because it does. I don't plan enough. I did plan a lot when I started, but I don't plan enough. But things are happening while you are busy making plans. There's a person right now who's getting on and saying some random stuff, and give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Are we back? Yes, we're back. Oh, I didn't. Are we back? Yes, we're back. Oh, I didn't know I Bluetooth whole time. Give me 1 second to turn off the Bluetooth. I'm gonna keep on the Bluetooth because I'm gonna be at my destination in the next 5 minutes. So if you've been bearing with me this long, and you can bear with me a little bit longer. Yeah. So there's a person right now who's just jumping on and saying some BS, and people are watching that person, and you might be looking at them and being like, what is this guy or lady doing or saying? Ooh. I'm gonna have to jump off of here. I will jump back on shortly. I have to jump off right now. But like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna start my next video where this last one left off.